Hello, Briar Beauties. I use that. That's my favorite name for them. So we are back. We're back. I can't believe it's already episode 4, and we have a guest with us. This is
Hi.
Jay.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jay.
Hello.
We have friends that are here. Doreen. Hi, Doreen. Oh, she said she can't wait to talk about this episode. I'm going to put that up there. Look. Ah! And who else? Heather is here. She says, I may fall asleep soon, but I'm hoping to make it through. And if you do fall asleep, Heather, because we put you to sleep, that's okay. But it's all right because it posts, and then you could come back and you can still say hi, and we will talk back, like in the comments. People are just saying all the different places they're from. Hi, everyone. We see you. All right, Jay. I want you to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about yourself before you talk about off campus.
Okay, so I'm 42. My name is Jay. I live in Los Angeles. I'm originally from the East Coast.
Yay!
And I love a good romance novel, and I love all that, right? I used to do stand-up comedy. I don't do that anymore. I kind of keep all my stuff online. I'm a mother of 2. I have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old. So they keep me very busy, but I had some time that I made to get through this show. So yeah.
And tell us.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait, you have a podcast. Tell
I
us.
do. I actually have 2 podcasts.
Yes, I know. Tell them.
I do. So I have a podcast called Jay Interrupted, which is just me, and it's like 20-minute episodes every Monday. And it's just me going on about, how my body's slowly shutting down because I'm halfway done, 42, right? And things are just
halfway done.
Like my knee clicks when I walk up the stairs. This is what happens. You go to the doctor, they're like, yeah, that's you're 40. I'm like, okay. So these are all the time. There's like 17 different prescriptions in here, depending on where I'm looking. And then I have another podcast with my boyfriend called Here to Say with Ryan and Jay. And that's very fun. We just launched like 3 episodes in the last 24 hours. It's just started. So it's really, really great. And that's like 2 40-somethings and our different takes on things, which is quite comical. He thinks I'm the funniest person he's ever met. So going really well. And yeah,
I would keep him.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounds like true love to me.
It is.
I didn't do it, and I should have, but when I'm done, I will link both of your podcasts in the description. I don't know why I normally do, but I forgot.
All right, that's okay. We'll do it later.
Because I have a brain that's slowly deteriorating, I guess.
No, Roxanne, you have so much going on.
Yeah. We're all just doing the best we can,
I know. All right. So Jay, I stumbled across you on social media, and I'm like, I love this because you were poking fun, and I thought it was great. So tell us how this
happened to me.
Yes.
How did I become Puck Bunny? Is that what you want to know? Okay.
Well, no, a Briar Beauty, no Puck Bunny.
Right. Listen, these Puck Bunnies were not shamed at all.
No, you're right.
Okay, not yet. So I have my 2 best friends were like, you have to watch this show. And I was like, okay, what is this now? You know what I mean? And they're like, it's a show about college and ice hockey. And I'm like, okay, 0 interest. I love a good romance novel. I love a good, romance novel with flair. Love all of it, right? And I like reading, fine. But I didn't read any of these books, and all my friends did. So I said, I'll watch the show. So it's a Friday night. I put on episode 1 of the show. And I'm like, this is like season 1 of Bridgerton, but like 2026 and you're in college. Do you know what I mean? Which I don't hate that. That's fine. But I'm going, this has already been done. You know what I mean? We've done this. And I'm very cynical of the whole thing. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. That was on Friday night. By Sunday morning, I had finished the entire show and I was obsessed, and it fully sucked me in. And I was like, do I go back to school at 42? Do we go back to college? Because I need a Garrett in my life. And here's the other thing. The way they do the whole thing is beautiful. Like I was waiting for someone to backstab with someone at a certain point. I was waiting for someone to get jealous. Never happened. So I'm like, this is definitely, first of all, none of this is actually real life because no college experience is like that. Do you know what I mean? But in our minds, it's like, yeah, that's the fantasy. That's the fantasy. The jock who loves the girl whose name he doesn't even know. Do you know what I mean? And nothing bad happened. And it was wonderful. And I'm obsessed.
Yep.
And I'm going to go back to school. And that's what happened.
I know. Now you're obsessed. And everybody wants a jersey, either for themselves or their loved one. Or Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Inherently trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Tell us what
Inherently
that's cute. What's one of your favorite, or what's one of your takeaways from all of it?
Honestly, mine's going to be a little sappy. I think
Okay.
my takeaway is that I don't want to sound like whatever, but I do feel like when you really want something, if you have the right people around you, you can get it. You know what I mean? Like there were so many times where every character in that show has a goal of some kind. And there's somebody that comes along that breaks them out of the kind of mundane, ridiculous, whatever that they're doing, that shows them a different side of themselves that you go like, okay. And then they can go they need that, like you need a cheerleader in your life, whether it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your friend. And I think that show was a beautiful example of that, honestly, with incredible sex scenes. I'm just going to say, I'm sorry. Okay.
I know. Belmont they interviewed him.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I think they were in a junket, so they were sitting there for a long period of time, and people were coming in virtually and coming in physically where they were, and he was tired. You could tell, and they said to him about the intimacy scenes. Was that like I forget how they worded, but it was like silly. And he goes, "Look, I did a lot of smooching on screen, but I've never had sex before on screen." And he said it, made the person kind of blush and
my God.
step back. Like he was like real honest. It was funny. And I was telling this to somebody, and she's like, did they really? I said, no. They didn't really have sex, but it kind of looks like.
Oh my! You're like, no. They're like, also, I hope not, because I think what's her name?
Yeah,
They make it look like
they do. They have a great.
all of the women that are watching this have wildly vivid imaginations. So we're like, yes, that happened, and it was fantastic.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's great. I love it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I know that you guys are just discussing one episode, right?
But you can talk about anything.
Is that what you're doing on this episode? You're just discussing the one. Okay.
Yeah, but you can talk about anything if there's something that's.
Well, I don't want to. Does that mean that there's all of it, right?
No, it doesn't matter. They
What was episode 4?
Yeah, this is 4. This is the big O one. That's what it's called.
What happened in 4? Because it was all one long feature film to me. I watched hours on end until it was over.
So 4
I was
starts.
Start next, and then it stopped, and I was like, "Was that it? Oh my God, it ended."
Where's the next episode? Yeah.
It starts with him sitting there with his coffee cup and being like, okay, because she asks for him to help her. So he puts his coffee cup down, and he's, getting all ready to hear her story. And then it ends with all that happens, and it ends with we know from beforehand he wants her and she wants him. Even before that happens, you could tell she does. And she goes and sings the song, and he's like, wait a minute.
Oh my God, that was such a good episode.
Yes.
I literally cried.
Also drunk Shakespeare.
I cried.
Drunk
yes. That was, I think this might be my favorite one. Wow.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, this is so good. I love it.
I know. Tell us.
It was so good. She started singing. I was bawling my eyes out when she ripped his helmet off. Okay. And then don't even get me started on the whole like insane vulnerability of okay, well then if we could just get ourselves there in front of each other. And I was like, what are we doing right now?
I know.
And their toes were curling. I was like, whoa.
Yes. And the song,
I don't know if it's menopause or recalling that scene, if we're being honest. I'm sweating. Okay.
The song is so perfect. Every soundtrack, every piece of music that they pick for everything fits. And this song has a story behind it, and it is so perfect. Like the baby one is cute. But then when they go into like the whole part of, them being intimate, and he's like, look at me. I'm like, oh my God, this song is phenomenal that goes with it. It's like, woo, it tells a whole other story.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yes. My friend, the same one who recommended the show, is sending me screenshots of her Spotify playlist. She's obsessed with the soundtrack of it too. She's fully in it. Her husband's like, "What are you doing? Why are you reading so much?" Like there's a lot going on in my household right now.
I know. I have
what a great episode.
I know.
It's so good.
Now, Jay,
the whole thing was just so well done.
Will you talk about it at all on your podcast? What are you covering the next time you're on?
I was thinking about that. I was like, I should definitely talk about this because I didn't realize like even the silly reel that I did about my own take on it,
Mhm.
got a little bit of attention. I was like, this is funny, right? Like this is a thing. It's a whole phenomenon right now. So I think I probably should.
Yes.
So I probably will do that on my own. Well, honestly, I think between my own, I'll touch on it, and then the Here to Say with Ryan and Jay, probably more because he was sitting here with me for a while throughout
Mhm.
the front end of Friday night of I'm going to start this
Mhm.
show, and then he's like, do you like this? And I'm like, that's stupid. And then I was like, I just need to. I'm gonna on the next one, and he's like, no, it's fine. Like, okay, and like he saw the transition of just losing me. The whole weekend on. He doesn't even know. And I'm telling him what happened. It was just a whole thing. So I think I'll probably save it for him and I because it'll be good banter back and forth. And it was great.
Yeah. Okay. So I want them to tune in for you. I already listened to your first episode. And
Thank you.
yes, and I want them to tune in. You talk a little bit about your son and what happened with your son. I won't tell them. I want them to listen. And I can relate to that because I have a niece that had not what you went through, but something just as, like
Similar.
all encompassing of your life, and it just changes everything around. And then you have to go and sort of like look around and say, oh, I have to redefine myself or get back into getting out of autopilot, right? Yeah. So I think
Exactly.
people would like it. They'll listen and they're going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So it's good. And again, I'll link it for you too.
Thank you so much. You
You're
guys are
welcome.
great.
It was so nice to meet you.
It was so nice hanging with you guys. Thanks for having me. Bye to everybody in the chat. The world. Love that.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Right. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. See you. All right. So are we ready?
I am. I was born ready.
All right. Let's start off with our patient people that have been here. I wanted to see.
Hello, everyone.
See. Oh, wait, this is cute. Poor Heather. She's been doing this running thing saying she can't hear. Now she's got her pods on, so that all worked. So there's which I felt sorry for G when H says she wants to do it with someone with low stakes.
Yes.
Oh, we have to.
Yes.
So let me say this, and then Corinne, I swear I'm going to be quiet. You could take over. Belmont, he does this whole. His face goes through so many things, and he goes through so many emotions because he just had to like sleep on top of the covers next to a woman.
Know.
Now she's asking to have sex with before she was pregnant, but he had to be the man because he knew she was. Listen, if he didn't already know about her drink, you know what I mean, and whatnot, and like he doesn't know yet, but just the whole drink thing and have those suspicions, I think that he would have taken her up on her offer and slept with her. But because she wasn't totally. But he had that in the back of his mind, so he was not going to do that to her. And then it's a good thing because then he finds out what happened, right? So that poor man is like trying to. I love when he takes his sip of coffee, puts it down, and she's like, "Focus up now, Graham." And she tells him everything. He's like, "Oh shit," and he goes through all the stuff. No. And after she says all that she says, his face is when she gets to the part and says lower stakes.
Yeah.
She's like, lower stakes,
and she's like a friend.
He still didn't like it, and so do this for me. And I was thinking in my head, he did not want to. He wanted to, but he didn't because he's stubborn like her. But when she says to him, "I'm sorry," because he's like, he doesn't know how to like say it. When she says to him, "I'm sorry, that was a lot." And she's like, "I'm out of practice. I haven't, nobody here knows." And it dawns on him
that Allie doesn't know.
Not Allie doesn't know. That flips the switch for him. And it's like, and I love when he says to her, "Yes, I'll do it." And she's like
really?
She's like, really? And then when he says, "You're my friend," and I like he's going to show up for her, and it was like she takes a little sigh back.
If I didn't love him already, I loved him there.
What a man. What a delicious man. Thank his mama. Addressing the classiest on screen. Yeah, we know, girl. We absolutely know. So yes, Heather. I felt sorry for him too. but not really.
You could see his face drop a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, low stakes. Like,
What do you mean?
yeah. What do you mean by that? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to show Robin's comment, his
Okay.
eyes and facial expressions. Yep. He's just such a good, like, he acts with his whole face. He says a lot without saying anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was, especially in this whole opening scene of episode 4, it was just like, also, I thought it was so funny. He, when she's like, why can't boys say orgasm? And he's like, I can say orgasm. Orgasm. Like,
orgasm. And you can tell you didn't like saying it though.
Yeah.
He says it's just something you've done for many. And he his eyes are like, he goes, all right, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh
my so God, good. It's so good.
And then he's like, oh, like right now. And she's like, no, I have class.
I know. Well, wait, because that was my thing. That what happened was she's trying to absorb that he's going to do all this for her, but he doesn't just say, yeah, okay, fine. What he says to her is, you're my friend and I'm going to, you need me.
You need help. Yep.
And the look on her is like she's still trying to absorb it. So she's sitting there while she's trying, and he's looking at her, and then he's like, now?
Yeah.
No.
I have
class. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. But even after that, he still wants to make it so special for her. Absolutely, he does.
Yeah.
Because he knows that it's really not lower stakes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I trust you. That
I'm comfortable and safe with you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And remember, I mentioned this before, but in the books, it was like 60 some times that word trust is used, but in the movie, it's only used at the most pivotal point. Like it always is like a little stab into your heart kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. But such respect for her all around, which is amazing and so beautiful to see.
Yep.
Ain't that the truth? That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to say next?
I dropped my pen. Moved on. I like how it moved on to the next scene where it shows Tucker getting the fruit was like a foreshadowing for his book type situation. You know, it was so funny. And I like that they're gonna make Bo be his I was gonna say sorority, his fraternity his big brother. Yeah. I love that. I'm scared for that, but I love that.
No. Can we talk about that? I'm a little confused.
Mm-hmm.
So they both, like Dean says remember earlier on when Garrett is talking to Hannah about fraternities and he says, oh, Justin's in Bo's fraternity.
Yeah.
Is Dean in Bo's fraternity?
Dean is, yeah. Dean, Justin, and Bo are all in the same frat.
Okay, they're in the same frat. And so I was surprised. So how much younger is Tucker than them?
I think they made Tucker a freshman for the show.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they made him younger for the show. In the books, he's the same age, but I think they aged him down so that when it's time for his season, it makes sense. Yeah.
All right. And also, if he is a freshman, I think it's also cute and funny but he says last Thanksgiving, everybody. So maybe he's a sophomore because he says last Thanksgiving, everybody didn't bring, it only brought like beer or whatever.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I was trying to feel
or it's a plot hole. I don't know.
And also, right. And also he's already on the line. He's on the, so
starting. Yeah, that's true.
He must be an exceptional like hockey player,
right.
You know?
Right.
I love when he assists Dean to that and he says, wait, and he taps him and he plays the song for him and he's like, oh, you're a sister. Who says you're a sister? And he's like,
man.
Wrong, you know. I know. Okay. I wanted to get that in my head, get that straight. All right. So he is in the, wait a minute. And they grab the grape and it becomes a strawberry, which becomes a
kiwi. Yeah.
It's a drunk Shakespeare.
Yes.
Coconut, a melon, a pineapple,
it was a banana when they were on the bench and they were all passing it around.
That one we have to talk about because it's one of my favorite scenes. I watch it over and over and over again.
It's so funny.
All right. So, of course, you're my friend and you need me. And her face, she's got that little mushy face, like, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So we get to when she talks to her music teacher, and he's like,
Yes.
constantly is saying the words. He's like, words have meaning, and we know that she can't find the words, and there's a purpose behind it. And it gets her thinking about it. And okay, so now she's back with that dress on, and Garrett sees her in the dress. He knows she's uncomfortable from the get-go. But you see how he's got his hands in his pocket, and they're both and he's like, come on, come upstairs. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
He gets up there and he put but wait, in between all that is the wonderful, wonderful scene of them in the gym.
Yes.
With Dean and Garrett. Okay, go ahead. Talk about it.
So Dean's like, I can't even. I just love him so much.
So do I. Oh.
Garrett goes to Dean and asks for his help with his issue that someone that's not Wellesley asked him for help with. And my favorite line in the whole series is when he says respect.
That's always respect. Yeah.
So he says, oh no, she has to come. And he says, no, respect. Like, it's just so funny. I love the change from the book, because in the book it's not Dean that he talks to. It's Birdie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really like I really like that they changed it to Dean. I thought I feel like it fit them. The way the conversation like went down, fit their friendship, and yeah. Oh, so good.
Now, prior to that, Garrett's struggling while he's working out. His mind's not on it. And Dean sees it, and Dean watches. Dean knows that there's something going on. He's very, his character is to put, people think it's one way, but it's totally different.
He's very misunderstood.
This is a spoiler, but he doesn't care that he is. So this is like a spoiler alert here. I have read more into like the other stories, and there's one called The Legacy, and there's his story in there with Allie. He is very sensitive guy.
Yes.
He sees a lot.
Yep.
And I'm excited for them to show some of that in season 2, because I want to see him working with the middle schoolers.
Yes. The Hurricanes or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, Dean is sensitive, very much so. Yes. Yep. And Robin says, I love those scenes. And Dean was being such a great friend to what Garrett needed to hear. It's true. And I remember that's one of the first things you and I talked about. I said, what about that scene where he's like, what does he say that what's the number one thing? Like trust, right? He says she has to trust you. Well, I love when he starts teasing him and then Garrett like walks away. He's like, no. And then when Garrett's he's like, don't make this weird.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, this doesn't go anywhere. When they're done, he's like, yeah, good talk. Walks away. But what he says is so true. Like, I love when he says, 4-play, 5-play, 6-play.
6-play, 7-play.
He's already walking away. He's like, I got it. it.
Yeah. He's very like, he jokes to deflect, but he's very like, oh, he's the best. He does. He holds a lot in. Yes.
Yeah. And I could see why all the girls want him, because he is quite attentive.
From what we've seen so far in the first 3 or 4 episodes, I would agree. Yes.
Very much attentive. And I think he sees a lot and says minimal yes to everyone. You can trust him. Yeah. You can trust him. And he's always got your back too, which I think, because you don't think he does, but he does. So I love that. So now that's in his head. And Garrett what about the part where Garrett says to him, this is one of my favorite parts, where he says to him, but I don't know that I should be the kind of guy that she trusts. And he goes, she must ask you. Yeah. And he goes, hot, and he gets a big smile on his face, and he's like, it is,
Yeah. She asked you, she must trust you. Yeah.
And that's just like, he doesn't say this to Dean, and Dean doesn't even ask, but it's true. He really knows, because she didn't trust to tell even Allie. You know what I mean? So this is why it's so heavy laying on him. He's like, oh my God, I got a big, it's a big deal, which is so cute. It's just so cute. All right, go ahead. Now we get the.
All right. There we go.
Well,
into the goodie stuff.
It's so good. It's so good.
Well,
go ahead.
Him sharing the song from his mom, I think was so sweet, and like, I don't know, it shows that he really does like want to connect with her more than just like hook up with her, you know. And how he like eases her into being like comfortable and like whatever, and then all the good stuff happens.
I love how they're dancing around, but when she turns around, you could see like the look on their. It makes you feel.
He like basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he kind of like lets her make the first move.
He does. All the time he does.
Yeah.
When she does turn around, like he's waiting for her, but he's waiting for her to reach up to even kiss him.
Yeah.
And then when he feels like it's okay, I love how they break out in a big smile. He picks her up and she wraps her legs around him, and he gets this big smile on his face, but so does she.
Yeah.
And even when he lays her down, she has a smile, he has a smile, and it's just like so perfect. But then you could see her pull away from herself. You could see the panic come to her.
Yeah.
Let's see what our friends are saying here. But Dean is ready to settle down into a relationship, and he feels surprised in himself. Yes, I know that. The music is stunning for this show, just perfect. And the talent, and the t-shirt, and when he turns.
Oh yeah,
right about that.
And he says, when you're ready, though.
Yes. And she's like, you're going to see me naked, and he goes, yes, but not until you're ready. And here's the thing: if you watch him, and it's funny because Belmont himself does this. This is a Belmont thing that no matter what character he plays, unless he's really consciously put it away, he smiles. He'll get these little smiles, and when he's nervous, he does this. He'll do that. That's a Belmont thing, not just an actor. So you'll see him kind of do that in this. But I love when wait a minute, I got sidetracked. What was he saying? My brain is saying 42 things.
We're so excited.
What was it that I was going to say too about him being nervous? No, I don't remember, darn it. It was something that was important. Oh, when he says, when she's taking her dress off, he can hear it, and he can hear her when it hits the floor, and he gets this big smile on his face without trying to notice.
Yeah.
So in the book, that's what Garrett is, always smiling like that. They couldn't have picked a better.
Yes.
I'm thinking if you were someone in there trying out and look, just the body description of him, and then that smile that he always puts forth, I would be like, yeah, that's our Garrett.
Yep.
That's him. If he needs acting classes, we're going to give it to him. But yes, matches perfectly for the important scenes. It does. The acting was perfect for the situation. He is being so trustworthy in these scenes for her. He really is. And you'll see her like get shocked by it each time. She'll stop and be like, she takes a little breath, because it's more for her, I think, than she thought it was going to be. And we already know that because she's already fantasized him. You know what I mean? So,
and I think for her too, it's also like, that's not how she expected him to be before she met him. And so when Jules comes up to her at the party in like episode 2, I think, and says like, oh, but he's Garrett, whatever. And she's like, yeah, but he's like funny and he's smart. And so she's like, you know, she's trusting him and learning more about him and realizing that he's not this whole persona that everyone kind of like puts on him at the same time, you know?
Yes. The music to this song is because when it doesn't work out, like he feels her, so he pulls away, but she in desperation wants, and he's like, no. And then she's like, okay. And then they sit back and they talk, and she says the whole thing where she's there, she's in, she's excited, like she's feeling good, and then she goes outside of her body.
Yes.
That song, and I don't know, it's by Maggie Rogers. I don't know, were you familiar with this before it came on?
No, okay. I wasn't, but I saw it on, because I always watch TV with the subtitles on, and then so I saw it said whatever by Maggie Rogers playing, and I was like, oh.
It says, I was stopped in London when I felt it coming down, crashing all around me with a great triumphant sound, like the dam was breaking, and my mind came rushing in. What she's talking about there, this in the lyrics, the Maggie, is that she feels herself coming back because she's was
Yeah.
out of her body for so long. And that's what she's saying. This time I know I'm fighting. This time I know I'm back in my body. And this time I know I'm fighting. This time I know I'm back in my body. I'm back in my body. And all along the highway, there's a tiny whispering sound saying, I could find you in the dark of any town, like that terribleness, like to keep, okay. But all that I'm hearing in the poem of my mind are subtle and twisted words finding their way in every line. And she says, but this time, oh, this time I'm fighting. So that's what's, he's like, she has to give that to herself. She can't allow someone else to do it because she's so scared and nervous.
Right.
And he figures that out. And then when she says, I'm broken, and he's like, you're not. And it's that whole look on her face again, you know? And I love when he says, I'll show you, you know? And then I was like, that boy didn't lay down. They pulled up a chair. They pulled up a chair. The two of them were in chairs, like having a meeting.
Toes curling and everything.
I know. He says she's always blushing. He's okay. We said that. I know. Hold on. What's this? What if I'm broken? She says. And he says, you're not. And then he explains to her, you know, sex is one of the most intimate things. And she's like, you know, right, like vulnerable. You have to be super vulnerable. And it's a trust factor again. And then when they're done, they lay down together and she their backs and she leans into him and she touches him and she goes, thank you, right? And he says, thank you, you know,
and
he says,
no, thank you.
Fist bump. Like, what's next? Pasta. He wants to say to her then. He wanted to say to her in the car, and so did she. But then he tried to say something. Then Allie announced that she didn't have her purse.
Yes.
Which I love that. So
Our
now he wants to say to her, I was thinking, like, he wants to date her. He does. And she very much wants to too. She's about to say something. Then the whole Puck Bunny stuff starts happening. And she's like, no, where'd she find those clothes? Where'd she find those change of clothes?
I don't know. Because they fit her too well to be his.
I knew, like, this is some random girls. Remember when Steven, who is Dean, was in an interview and they were talking about how the set decorators did a fantastic job. And he goes, in my room, there was underwear all over, ladies' underwear. Like they forgot they left it as a prize for you, Dean. Do you remember, wait a minute, this is a little taken aback and anybody else can join. Like this is from last time where they get done working out and they're all sitting around, the guys having coffee and talking. And he's like, Kendall said we were in a relationship. And Dean's like, nope. Right. And then and Logan says, yeah, okay, he's agreeing with you now, Garrett. That's that.
Gotta tell you something.
Right? And she's like, no, everything's fine. They're trying to go somewhere and you hear her. I'm a respectable guy. And you hear someone from the couch go, Dean. And then Garrett goes, if you're more than 30 minutes, we're gone.
Yeah.
Dean, like she's a girl on the couch. My God. My God. Oh my God. They're laughing.
Same.
I know. Okay. So I love the pasta. We did the pasta salad recipe. We did it. It's on TikTok and Instagram.
You said it was good, right?
Oh my God. My niece loved it. Like she took a whole bunch of it to school. I shared it at school. It's really good. And we put chicken and everything in it because we were thinking like, that's what Tucker tries to do is like make sure that they have enough protein,
healthy and stuff. Yeah.
So I had roasted chicken in it and the dressing, my one friend, a guy friend, he's like, that dressing looks weird. I'm like, listen, it was perfect because it was the chili oil, the garlic crispy chili oil, but that red wine vinegar, people should go look them up. It's called Denigris, Denigris. You can get it from Amazon, but you can get it from Trader Joe's too. And it's a small Italian company. I just used their newest one. This is not a real plug. I used the for the new recipe. It's called, I like red wine vinegar, but it's a rosé. I want to drink this. I made the girls do a shot of it. And I'm like they like, it was so good. Like, the girls who did the recipe for me. So anyway, I digress. Okay. Oh my God, this scene is so good. So she leaves. The next thing we know, they're having the talk. Now, this is great directing, right? What about the directors and how comfortable, before we go any further, they made them all day in that shoot? Nobody was around.
Yes.
Except Garrett does, I mean, Belmont does say there was like 14 other men and all you hear them is breathing because they're not allowed to say anything. They were there all day filming together.
Yeah.
And the showrunner, she says that in that scene, they purposefully did not show any like nudity. Like, of course, you do get to see Garrett and his chest, but you see
Yeah.
that all the time. But like for her, like on purpose, because they wanted it to be so high stakes, intimate, but without showing any kind of.
I think they accomplished it.
We talk about that all around, and she's so proud of herself when she's like, "I did it," you know,
I
did it, you know. And then when she's sitting there eating the pasta salad, and she's going, and he gets a big smile on his face, and she wants to know his feelings. So this is important. He does tell her his real feelings. He says, "What's he say?" He says, "Go ahead."
He says it's basically just saying, "I like you, deal with it," and isn't that so badass?
Yes. And she goes, "That is badass." But he gives his real feelings. He tells her something like that later comes on where it's like a click in her head that she knows that Garrett's the one and not Justin. I love that. I love it. What's this? Love the trust and vulnerability shown all over the place. Yes. Very important. Extremely important. Even all his friends are showing her respect. So nice to see. And they don't even know anything about her past. Yes. And they don't need to. You're right.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. I love that.
Because even in the scene when, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm going to go.
I was going to say, even in the scene when they're talking on the bench at practice, they're like, "Oh, like Garrett, like, yeah." They're like, "Oh, Garrett, like, you know, what's going on with you and Hannah, whatever." And then Dean says, "Oh, can I curse? Is that okay? I guess it doesn't matter."
Oh, you can. No, go ahead. It's fine.
He goes, "Oh, we all fuck with Wellesley." And so I was like, "Oh, you know, they all love her. They all want to be friends with her."
Yep.
They, you know,
as he's eating the banana.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Tucker's banana baby.
Doreen says, when Hannah asks Garrett why does he like the song, he says it says "I like you" and deal with it. It is ironic then she uses the same song to declare how she likes with him, so he needs to deal with it. Yes. But he also is thinking, I like you, and you need, but he wants to say it to her, and then that Puck Bunny thing gets in the way. In an interview, they said they met with an intimacy coordinator, before shooting, and asked what they would be comfortable with. You know what else they did, Joanne? And they say this a lot. Everything that they had to do, they made them speak it out loud.
Yeah.
Because when you say it out loud is different than when you're reading it and you're thinking about it in your mind, and then you get all that cringiness out. So yes, a lot went into it. Nobody was on the set either. Yeah, Justin doesn't say what he feels. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, okay, now she goes to talk to Allie, and then she admits that she would want something with him because Allie's surprised. You still want Justin? You know,
she thought you'd be dickmatized by Garrett.
Yes.
I love her.
That is the best word ever. I wish I could walk around saying that word. I think it's
you can.
Yeah, no, I cannot.
I guess, not at your job.
Yeah. Like I do like him. You know, I do want something, but you know, like she saw the Puck Bunny stuff, right? And so it upset her. And then it's not weird. Are you sure? No. How's your friendship going to be? Oh no, it's not weird. Oh, we had a plan. We went, wait, when she's leaving, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Does he feel used? Thank you for your service. It's so great.
It's
and
so
he's
awkward.
She's always like, both Allie and Hannah really cut into him. Like, remember?
Yeah.
Allie's like, okay,
humble him a little bit.
You're humble. So now, no, seriously, say that it zeroes right into him saying it was so weird. Now, this scene has like 3 things going on. It's Garrett talking to all the guys about his feelings. It's the coach calling them out to go. You'll hear the name in the background to go and do their thing. And it's Tuck trying to survive with banana. And the way they choreograph that and who says what is great.
So funny.
The actor who plays Antonio is his real name.
Yeah.
The actor who plays Logan says that it stood out for him because every time he had to skate back, he'd fall over. They have to everybody fall over and try to, except for Dean, Steven, he would get in, but they would have to do the scenes over and over. I love the part when the one guy finally gets caught. He's like, finally,
yeah.
And why is it so weird? And Bertie's like, because you like her, and they're like, oh, you like her. And he's like, okay, talking. Oh my God, I love it. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
No, I was just saying the whole fruit thing was genius. It's so funny. And I didn't even really catch like the whole innuendo about the fruit thing, like until I saw somebody post it and I was like, oh my God, like, yes, like that's obviously what it is. Mm-hmm. But the way that they did it was so funny. Like how they, like, it's just so, I can't, like,
clever.
And then at Drunk Shakespeare, Justin's there and he's like, oh, Bo recruited me to steal this from Tucker.
An orange, right? Because see what orange. But then later, when Garrett all smiles and sees that they're together, I love how he's like, Jason, right? No, Justin, like Jason, he knows who he is, right? And he's like, oh, I'm here because Hannah. He switches the story because Hannah. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, look at this.
Interesting.
Jealousy here. I love it. You know what? Before this happened, this is another important thing. Before she's so she's already asked for the big O. Now she saw her music teacher. Now she runs into Justin and he's like, you want to come over tonight? And she goes, I do, but I just got one more thing I have to do.
To tie up.
And he said, let's tie up. That's Dean. He's like, rain check. And she's like, yeah, rain check. And I thought, oh, rain check. I love that word because comes again. Alrighty. So off to Drunk Shakespeare they go.
My favorite.
Talk away.
Great addition.
Talk away.
I want to go to a Drunk Shakespeare now. Like, do they still do that places? Like,
I don't think they ever did it. This was something they've created. Yeah.
It looks so fun. Anyway, super exciting. Allie, so like when she just like goes off on her tangent about Sean, and then Dean is like, she's amazing.
He's leaning forward and he's watching, and he's
wow,
like, yes, because I filled in on it. I know, I love it. He's very much there to support her because she's like, Sean's not here to support me. Ew, that breakup. We didn't talk about their breakup.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, talk about your favorite thing. Go ahead.
And then they need their 4 actors, so they call up Wellesley, they call up Justin. Garrett gets volunteered, and then Kendall just walks her little butt up there.
How about the girls are all like, me, I'll do it.
She's like, nah, I got
like, no, step aside, women. I'm coming up there.
So, and then, she's like, oh, are you, you're Garrett's girlfriend. And she's like, oh.
No. She says, I'm Hannah, remember? And she says, everybody knows who you are.
Lockdown, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she says the lockdown, but she goes, oh no, there's no locking. And then
he's not locked.
No, and then she says he can unlock anybody who wants it. He gets a big smile on his face because he unlocked her. You know what I mean? Yes, I know. And nobody knows that but them.
Yes. So I love the Drunk Shakespeare. I thought it was so funny. And then I guess throughout it when Garrett does his little striptease. Love that. I thought it was so funny and great, and I thought it like kind of, I don't know, it gave them like, I don't even know how to say it, like it let them all kind of like figure out their crap in the same place, like
all of them.
Like they were all thrown in the same place to kind of do what they had to do,
Yeah. Now, she wants him. He thinks he's lost, right? He's gonna just go to and who didn't go is Logan, because Logan's pissed at practice when he's like, oh, what do you want? Like he hears so he's like, yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, but you know what, dude? If you wanted her, you should have said something.
Yeah.
He make him real crappy for some reason, and it just annoys me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Justin is one of those quiet ones. Stay away, laugh at home. He sees the sparks flying with Garrett and Hannah, and he knows he has no chance with her because when she's there,
says that.
Yeah, he says, and she's like, he goes, let me guess, rain check, and she goes, well, not exactly. But she asks him, this is what seals the deal. She says to him, he goes, I love this song, except he puts the F word in it. Goes, what does it mean to you? And he didn't get it.
Yes.
She knows who.
It makes me wish I wrote it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this when Garrett is trying to make everything, she lets her choose. Let's set the mood. She goes, ooh, who says that? And he goes, people say that, but do you know what she goes? Are we going to do it now? And he goes, well, as romantic as that is, I'm thinking, bro, what's romance got to do with this, boy? Like, do you romance when you're with Kendall or anyone else? You're just, both to have a good time. Like,
and then he's playing cherry pie when he's hooking up with somebody else, nothing too like deep and intimate. Like
Yes. Shakespeare scenes, so fun and important. Eyes, facial looks. Yes. Full scene was hilarious. It was. The Garrett and Kendall apology was good.
Yes.
It really was. And I love how she's like, well, I want to stay a bitch. Like, you're going to take that from me, that kind of thing. And I liked that it didn't last long and it was all exaggerated. And how she said, I know you want to be your girlfriend because that's how I looked at you. And then he's like,
for months. Yep.
Yeah. And if I had realized, and he's like, I'm going to feel bad. Can I please just apologize? But I'm still going to feel bad. And I like that kind of healthy. You know what I mean?
I love that they didn't make Kendall a mean girl.
No.
Yeah. I really like that.
Nope. And so he feels defeated. And then he goes and he's sitting there watching his best friend. We get to see that they are best friends, but wow, there's been like a gap there. And he says, it's you and me together, right? That's the plan.
And you're right.
That's our plan. I'm sorry it didn't work out. You want to meet me at Malone's? He's like, no, I'm going to do my own thing. And he's, doing his own thing. And she goes to the house. He's not there. We all know that. But I love how she doesn't give up. And then she decides to sing the very song.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful version of that song.
It's so good. I have it on my saved playlist on Spotify.
Me too. I sing it. Here's me. Yeah. I have a checklist of things I want to do before I kick the bucket and die. And one of them is, I know, and one of them is I want to record myself singing a song.
Oh my gosh, you should.
But I'm not like a singer or something.
So what?
I sing all day long for my students and I play music all the times. They thought I was. I'm like, oh, everybody gets an A.
Yeah, I was going to say, if kids think you're good, then you're good. Like, they would be honest with me.
Oh, you've been singing, Miss Drenzis. And I'm like, my whole life. You've been taking lessons your whole life. I said, I never took a lesson in my life. Talking about
that's so sweet.
I know. So anyway, I want to sing that song. I think it's and I could do it. This is not about me, though.
It's Chat with Roxanne.
I know.
It's about you.
It says we have more comments, and I can't get them to go down. Can you?
No.
Oh, it was just the way it was. Okay. What do you love about the last scene?
Everything. Like when he's in the zone and he's like, I don't know if they're slap shots. I have no idea about hockey, but he's just like going at it and like doing his thing, and then he hears her and he's like searching around. He whips off his helmet and he's like spinning around like, where is she? Like, and then he's running through the arena. Like, so good. Yeah, and he stopped. Yeah, he hears and he stops skating. Yeah, and he like whips his head around and he's like, where is she? Like, I need to find her. Like, and he hears what song she's singing and he runs for her. Like, so good. And then I liked that they stopped it where she gets up and takes like one step toward him and then it's credits.
And they look at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and they both have that little, he's out of breath and they both have that little look. You know what? Running in that gear must be.
I know.
And what was on his feet? Did he take his shoes off?
I don't know if they showed it, but
I think, is he in like stocking feet? Because where's your shoes? You don't have time to not one of those things anyway. I want to go look at that again. I know. Like, I haven't looked at it 42 different times. And she's standing there ready for him. I love from the very beginning of when he wakes up and every time they're in each other's space, there's like a tension where they're 9 miles apart from each other and slowly they get together, you know? I think it was his socks. So do I. I think so. I know. Yeah. We love it, Doreen. So do I. He's always running in the tunnel looking for her. Remember when he didn't even know her?
Yeah.
Such a good metaphor. Listen, those showrunners are freaking geniuses.
They are.
And not anything, Ella Kennedy, not for anything. After I've gone back and I've read the Dean book again because I loved it so much and I'm trying to prepare myself. And I read it again. But that means I also read the Garrett story again. I didn't want to read it again because Garrett is a bit of a jerk in the book.
Yes.
He says the thing about the airheads. Garrett in the show would not call a girl an airhead. They really made him. I don't know, and they
did.
And listen, yes, go ahead.
I saw somebody made a post about how different that he is in the book than he is in the show for good reason or whatever. And somebody said show Garrett would never name his daughter after himself because he names his daughter Gigi.
I don't know that part. Yeah, he is a gentleman. He is.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's a gentleman because of his mother and how she raised and wanted him to be. But all of those boys are gentlemen, you know? Show Garrett is way better. He is than the books. And Heather, I have a friend, Luana, who had just read the book and then she watched the show and she said the people in her book club were mad because there were so many differences, but she said she liked the show better, and I'd agree because it was more mature. Even the way they solved the problems, it's much more mature than the book.
Yeah,
now, I don't want to give things away, but in the legacy, their story is the last story, and I hate it. I hate it because
I haven't read the legacy yet, but I have seen some like snippets of it that I was like, what? Like,
I'm okay. I'm fine with the other 3 stories. They're okay. But when they get to how Garrett behaves in his story, it ticks me off because it is not him. And I'm like, Elle, I want you to be my guest. And I want to say thank you for producing such a beautiful, like, whole universe. Cause I'm looking at the other stuff. What the heck happened to you when you wrote that? That one is terrible. But I love how it is in there. Also, like that. Justin was a musician in the show rather than a soccer player. She means football. It's where we know you. Yeah, show Garrett is a better man. He really is. I love the ending, and I love how I
can't wait for next episode now because I'm like
the montage is good. It's like hot. It's hot. I think when people, when Kelly was on, she was right when she said this, and she says this a lot if people are following her. She says that and I'm tired of hearing this too, it's a fictional character written by a woman, right? And that what you think all men, there are no men out there that are good. There are. And the thing though is you have to, believe it or not, you have to attract you're going to attract a jerk if that's all that you're willing to put up with.
Absolutely.
Who will be nameless, who has the most ridiculous stories that she could tell you about the men in her life. But then again, she attracts that because she's okay with it. I would not stand for one little iota of half the things she stands for,
Yeah.
I like it. I like this. I like how it's a good story. And I think it was my number 36 reasons why to watch is how the focus is not on the trauma for either of them. It is more on the recovery.
Yes.
And how just, they're both stuck, right? And they're getting unstuck. She's getting way more unstuck than he is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a good guy outside the show. He is. Now, there were rumors that go around that he did this, and this. And I said, look, when a show like this comes out, you don't think those ladies vetted those people.
Oh, yeah.
What was in there. You don't want that, because that can destroy a series, I know. I just like watching how they interact with each other. It's So refreshing and so nice. And what about DC? It's Don't Call, right? For Allie. And we don't find out exactly what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Robin, we need to appreciate that there are good men out there, just sometimes tough to find in today's world. Love the writing so much and very needed it today, I think.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. And somebody was saying something about their sons. And I remember years ago, people would ask me if you were going to have children, you want boys or girls. And I said, I would love to have a whole bunch of boys because I would train them up because we need some wonderful men in this world. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh, and then they would marry and I'd be like, no, they wouldn't. They would attract a delicious girl, no. Right? I know.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
My nephews, they're being raised very well. Like they'll just they see their dad, their dad will buy their mom flowers just cuz. Yeah. And so they see that and they'll go pick her flowers just cuz. So I'm like, you know what? It's all in how you raise them.
When I watched, I thought DC was Sean. I know. I hadn't read the book, so I was so excited to find it was Dean. Yes, it's so good how they do it too. And the showrunner said she wanted to do one entire episode of just them, but they were like, no. And then because at that point when she was doing the interview, they still had not announced they were doing season 2.
Yeah.
He said we did that montage for it there, but it's really good. I love those two together. Whew,
I don't even have to tell you, how much I love Dean and Allie.
Me too. I love it. I read it twice. The book is good.
Yeah, the book is amazing.
The book is amazing. So this is already amazing. So it's going to be like, I'm going to be like, yes.
I've seen some of the stills that people are posting because they already started filming season 2. I am so excited. I can't wait.
They pick up exactly where they left off.
Yep.
J-Lo and Maverick.
That's right.
Do you know what's interesting though about this? They come as a duo and they're Maverick and Goose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maverick and Goose, what happens to that? Yeah. They are like a cat and a mouse. They really are. Something I found interesting, we didn't get to talk about Sean, when she's breaking up with him and how he's named her emotions that she
up.
And he calls it the 5 acts and he has all these names and he goes, I do it to protect myself. I'm going to stay. Everything was about him. And I felt like saying, you're a twerp. Go find a different girl.
Yeah.
Big old stinker.
Yeah, he is. I think I wrote it in my notes in one of the first couple episodes, Boo Sean. Yeah, Boo Sean. In last episode. Because he's the worst. He's the worst in the book too. Yeah. The whole naming of her emotions is, and then he's like, "Oh, and look, I bought you chapstick." Like that's supposed to make her feel better.
Because it was condescending. Because I know you need it. You need. I would have said, "Put this tube up your nose or bend over."
That's right.
Sean was horrible to her, which was good acting for sure. Oh, the actor's a doll. I love him. I cannot wait because we're going to have him on. I want to tell you this. It's going to happen, but he's busy recording right now. He's a Hallmark guy. And I want to know. So is Kendall. I asked again if we can have Kendall on. I put it forth through her manager again. And here's the thing. I love it because you go from, he's in more than Kendall was in One Big Thing. You go from Hallmark to this. Like especially for Kendall. I mean, the actress, I want to know about her feelings about the whole intimacy coordinator and all that good stuff, Yeah. All right. This has been exciting. So we have a new recipe out. It's the Dippables.
I saw it. It looked good.
Homemade tomato soup and grilled cheese. And then we cut it. We cut them in. He didn't cut them that way. He had them in triangles in the show, but we cut them into sticks because you're supposed to walk around and you could drape the tomato soup and you could dip it. But I know, in the book number 3, there's a whole tomato soup scene that is fantastic You remember it? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What's this, Doreen? Ellie.
Allie, maybe.
Allie was no more than a tick box for Sean. Get a wife. Yep.
The insurance queen of Vermont. That's what he's looking
You are
for.
right. So much fun, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We love it.
Thank you for all your comments, everyone. This is fun.
And you can share and copy it and put it somewhere. And anybody that comments, we can always go back and comment and say something back. All right. Good night. Next week, episode 5. No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. And then you know what we have to do, Corinne? We're going to take special things, just like one piece of something, and we're going to like pick it apart. And then we're also going to look at the any like sneak peeky things that are out.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everyone. Heather,
Good night,
thank
everyone.
you for staying awake.
Thanks, Heather.